Hello and welcome. I'm the Candyman, and in today's video we are breaking down the best teachable quirk skills in State of Decay 2. The goal of this video is to show you the best quirk skills that can be taught to your community members through textbooks. So, without further ado, let's get started. Kicking off our list at number 10 is soundproofing, which reduces zombie threat by 4. After the devs restructured how sieges work quite a while back, this skill is not nearly as viable as it used to be, which is why it sits at the bottom of our countdown. Taking the next spot at number 9 in our countdown is shopping, which increases search speed by 50% for your survivors and gets you 25 parts daily. While being able to search and scavenge faster is nice, as long as you're being stealthy, cautious, and having your head on a swivel while you're doing these looting runs, you really shouldn't value this skill as much as some of the other skills on our countdown. Coming in at number 8 in our countdown is Scrum Certification, which provides a 50% increase in both build action speed and facility action speed, as well as increasing your labor by 2. This skill is really useful when you're moving into a new base, or perhaps you're trying to restructure your current base. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're destroying a bunch of facilities and rebuilding a bunch of new ones. It's going to speed up that process a lot with all the labor and action speed increases. But outside of that, this skill isn't nearly as useful as some of the skills that are higher up on our list. Sliding into the 7th spot in our countdown is recycling, which provides 25 parts daily as well as 2 materials daily. While the daily addition of parts may not move the needle much, anything that adds resources to your community is always going to be a valuable asset. Next up, we have sleep psychology, which provides a 4-point morale boost to your entire community, as well as adding 2 additional beds. It's really hard to overstate just how important morale is in State of Decay 2, because it's one of those things where when your community is happy, you don't really think about it because you get limited benefits from your entire community being happy. But when they're not, things really go south quickly. You have community members infighting, they're wasting resources, and potentially can leave the community. So it's one of those things where if you have a skill, or if you can get a skill that improves the morale of your community, you should definitely jump on it. Sitting at the midway point in our countdown is sewing, which provides knowledge of craftsmanship, increases the max item stack of your entire community by 1, as well as increasing the max health of your entire community by 10. So while the knowledge of craftsmanship isn't a huge addition, the fact that you get an increase to your entire community's health is huge because it makes them a little bit tankier, but they also get to carry a little bit more as well, which is great when it comes to scavenging and looting. Next up in the 4th spot in our countdown is fishing, which provides 2 food daily. With food being arguably the most important resource in State of Decay 2, any skill that adds multiple food to your community daily is just a must-have if you can have it. Next, at number 3 is Lichenology, which provides 2 meds daily, as well as knowledge of both gardening and herbalism. With meds being arguably the second most important resource in the game, anything that adds them to your community is obviously going to be a huge plus. But the fact that you also get gardening and herbalism with this skill just makes it that much more valuable in making your community sustainable over time. In the runner-up spot in our countdown is driving, which provides both a 50% increase in vehicle endurance and stealth, as well as a 100% increase to fuel efficiency. The importance of vehicles simply can't be overstated. I mean, they help you transport your survivors all across the map, help you be more efficient during looting runs, can also help you get out of some sticky situations. So any skill that helps bolster your vehicles in multiple capacities, such as this one does, is really just so incredibly invaluable. Taking the top spot in our countdown is hygiene, which increases the maximum health of your entire community by 10, as well as giving a 50-point increase to infection resistance for your entire community. Arguably, the biggest threat in this game is going to be infection from the Blood Plague. So any skill that offers additional protection to your entire community from infection is just going to be such a huge asset to any community. If you want to check out more tips about State of Decay 2, be sure to check out our Apocalypse playlist for more. As always, spread the love, spread the positivity, and I'll catch you in the next one.